Hello everyone. Today is my first day off work as a result of the coronavirus, and I'll be here for at least until the 27th, so I thought to myself, you know what, I might as well make this time useful. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch my guitar lesson series a little early. And I do apologize in advance. The quality of some of the videos are not going to be quite up to the level of where I want them to be, but at least it'll give you information in the time being. Because I think, well, if we're all going to be chilling out at home in quarantine, so to speak, you might as well have some decent activities to do, and learning an instrument seems like a pretty darn good one. So that's the plan, and I'll keep you guys updated as it goes along here. Hello everyone, and welcome to my first edition to my Guitar Sage series. To start off on the right foot, I've decided to talk about something absolutely fundamental to playing the guitar, and that is going to be tuning up our strings. Because let's face it, even if you end up playing chords and scales and arpeggios absolutely perfect, well, if your guitar is out of tune, it's just not going to sound good. So we need to be able to tune our strings well before we can get to other ideas. So before we do that, there are a few different things about the guitar that you should know about. We number a whole bunch of things. The first thing that I want to talk about is we give a number to each and every one of the strings. We also number the frets. And we also number our fingers. So let's talk about the strings for now. The way that I like to remember it is that the smallest string is going to be the smallest number. So your first string is on your bottom. You work your way up, there's your second string, third string, fourth string, fifth string, and your thickest string is going to be your sixth string. Now, we also have a note that are going to be a part of each and every one of those 6 strings. And I got a mnemonic device from a student of mine that actually helps us remember the names of the notes of each string. Starting from our thickest string, or our 6th string, we have Eddie, 8, dynamite, goodbye, Eddie. So Eddie, E, that's going to be your thickest string. 8, A, that's going to be your 5th string. Dynamite, D, that's going to be your 4th string. Good, G, that's going to be your 3rd string. Bye, B, that's going to be your 2nd string. Eddie, E, that's going to be your 5th string. So, thickest to thinnest, we have E, A, D, G, B, E. If that makes sense, we can go ahead and move on to the next step, and that is tuning up to those notes. One of the easiest ways to tune up your guitar is to use a digital tuner. These, by the way, are worth their weight in gold. There's a bunch of different brands that you can get, but they all function in a very similar manner. Notice that when you end up plucking a string, we'll start with our thickest string, which is going to be our E, which is also our 6th string. So when you pluck it out, notice that a letter pops up on the bottom. And we're lucky, because it's the one we're looking for. That's our E. Now, notice that there's a bar going all the way across. When it's on this side, that means that your string is flat. If it's on your right side, that means your string is sharp. So, on my guitar, it depends on how you string up your guitar as well too there. But for me, tightening it is counterclockwise, and loosening it is clockwise. So, what you need to do is you need to get that little bar at the very, very middle of the tuner. So you pluck out your string, and as you pluck it out, you're going to be tightening it as it goes. I like to pluck it a couple times as I go, until it gets right in the center. So that string is now in tune. Then you go down to your next string over. This is going to be our A, Eddie 8, which is our 5th string. You would pluck it out. Notice that that is on this side. So that means that we have to loosen the string. So I'll loosen it. And notice that I go past it and I tighten it up to the note. That's something very important that you'll have to be able to know. Okay? The next note is going to be our D. That's our dynamite, Eddie 8 dynamite, and that is going to be our fourth string. So you pluck it out. Notice that that is flat as well, so we'll have to tighten that. Okay. Our next string is going to be our G. Eddie, A, dynamite, good. So notice that that is sharp as well. So notice that we have to lower that, but you're not going to lower it until it hits the center like that. You don't want to do that because when you end up playing, let's just say for example I give my string a pretty good bend right here. Look what happens. Notice that it just got flat. So what you have to do is you have to tune it up to the note. So we're going to go up to that note, and now we're sitting pretty good. Okay? Eddie, A, dynamite, good, bye, which is going to be our B. Notice that that too is flat, so we're going to tighten that up until it gets to the middle. Wonderful. Now if you ever go a little too fast like that, I like to give my string a little bit of a bend. I sometimes put it back. And if it's too sharp still, I go ahead and I lower it, and I raise it up to that note. Okay, and our last string is going to be E, Eddie, A, dynamite, good, bye, Eddie. Here is going to be our E. I made this one especially tough, because sometimes the note that you're looking for doesn't show up on your tuner. We're at C sharp, so we have to raise it quite a bit here, and it always goes up in the alphabet, so you can go from A to B to C to D and all the way throughout there. So we're on C. E is further on down the line for the alphabet, so we have to tune up to that. So there's our D, passing over into D sharp, and eventually we reach our E, tuning up to that. So using a digital tuner is, as I mentioned, the easiest way to tune up your guitar. Highly recommend getting one. And these ones that connect on the side of your guitar, these are especially nice because when you're in a very noisy room, it doesn't pick up all the ambient noises as well. So that's how you tune your guitar using a digital tuner. Another way to tune up your instrument is to use the strings as a reference. How this works is you're going to go to your 5th fret of your thickest string. You're going to play that note, and then you're going to play the string directly below it. Both of those are A, and they should sound the same. You do the same thing to the next 2 strings. This is a D, and that open string is also a D. You do the same thing down. Both of those are G. Now, when you get to the 3rd and 2nd string, we have to go to our 4th fret instead of our 3rd fret. Both of those are B. And lastly, we go back to our 5th fret between our 1st and 2nd string. Notice how those sound the same. So the guitar is already in tune at the moment, but let's just say you were in a situation where they were not in tune. So we'd start normally. All right, that sounds okay. Okay. Ugh, that sounds awful. So what you have to do is you have to raise this note to match this note. So you play the note, you listen to it. All right, gotta get tuned up. There we go. Go to the next 2. Okay. Tune it up to it. Now, we're back at 2. Let's say you pick up your instrument and it sounds like this. I played all those chords right, but none of them sound very good. Now, you don't have a reference for that 1st string, and you don't have your digital tuner on you, but you just happen to come across a piano. You can actually tune your guitar up to a piano. I'll show you the notes in a moment, so I'm just going to go ahead and go through it. So first of all, you're going to start with your E. Listen to that note. And now we're tuning to that note. Okay, go to the next one down. It's going to be our A. Next note is going to be our D. Next is going to be our G. lastly is going to be our E. Alright. In the ballpark. So those notes real quick, if I were to glance across there, our E is going to be right here. There's your E. Okay, this is your A. There's our D. Scooching on over to G, B, and lastly, there is our E. So there you have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that was informative. Again, we're going through some pretty unique times, to say the least. And again, don't panic. Keep your head about you. We're going to get through this. And I ended up doing my first online lessons at the Headwater School of Music, and I thought it went pretty darn well. So an idea came to me that if anybody is interested in doing online lessons, you can contact me through my website, www.catchingclarity.com, and yeah, we could certainly work something out. So again, be adaptable, be smart, and yeah, we'll get through this. So until next time, you guys. See ya.